Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Funmibi here again with another tutorial. In today's video, we are going to be making this particular turban. A lot of you guys enjoyed watching it, but you guys requested I show you how to make that same turban, but this time with a non-stretchy fabric. So that's exactly what we'll be doing in today's video. I'll be showing you all how to use a non-stretchy fabric to create that same type of turban. So if that sounds like something you'll be interested in knowing all about, please be sure to watch this video to the end, subscribe, like, share, and yeah, let's get right into today's video. What we have here is my fabric. So the only difference between this tutorial and the other tutorial is the use of elastic. We'll need a piece of elastic in making this particular turban. So what I'm doing here is folding my fabric along the width, just like we did in the previous video. Just in case you're interested in knowing everything about this process using a stretchy fabric, please refer to my last video. I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, about today's video, we are folding the fabric similar to what we did the last time. I already went ahead to sew some zigzag stitches along the edges of this my satin fabric, because we all know that satin tends to fray. And what I'm doing now is, after giving my fabric that crisscross effect that we did in the previous video, I'm just going ahead to pin my fabric. Like I said earlier, everything I'm doing here is kind of similar to the previous video, but just make sure you watch to the end because there will be a few changes in the process as we go along. So I'm pinning my fabric along the the edge that we want to join together, and I'm using just my safety pin to do that. If you've made it up to this point in this video and you enjoy watching my tutorials, because I know a lot of you guys watch my videos without subscribing, the reason why we have this break in transmission is I need you guys to please support my channel by going ahead to subscribe to my channel. Also, like this video. Liking the video is very important. What I've done so far is I've already joined my fabric together along that part that I pinned together, and now this is where the difference comes into play in today's tutorial. What I'm going to do here now is, along the edge that I want to sit on my head, you can choose whichever edge of your of your fabric that you have sewn together, but for me, I just picked randomly. I didn't really think too much about it. I'm going to mark 5 inches. You can mark between 5 and 6 inches depending on how firm you want your turban to be on your head, but I just marked 5 inches for the purpose of my own turban. And then for the width of that space that we're marking, the width is supposed to be like 1 inch and a quarter, one quarter of an inch. And yeah, that's just because this part that we are sewing is going to serve as our elastic casing. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using my tailor's chalk to just mark that point. I'm going to repeat that same thing on the second edge of my turban. Mark one quarter inch along the width of my turban, and then just mark 5 inches length along that part. I don't know if everything I'm saying makes sense, but please just watch everything I'm doing on my fabric. I'm going to go ahead to rule a similar line similar to what I did the last time, and then I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and I'm just sewing on that part that I marked. So that straight line right there, yeah, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and then just sew on that line. And this is what we have here. This is the sewn point. I sewed up to that 5-inch mark. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure an elastic piece of between 3 and 4 inches. For me, I measured 4 inches. Feel free to make yours 3 inches or 4 inches. It just depends on how firm you like your turban on your head, but yeah, 4 inches is a safe spot to be in. So yeah, I'm just cutting 2 pieces of that, and these elastics would enter into that casing spot that we marked earlier on and we sewed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass my elastic through that space, and I'm passing with my elastic going inwards and my safety pin facing me, because I need to pull out my safety pin after securing my elastic. And you want your elastic to stop at that 5-inch point, so you keep filling the elastic as you're passing it through the fabric, and then when it gets to that point that you marked, or that point where your stitch stops, you just secure the elastic inside using a safety pin, or yeah, your office pin, whatever pin you have with you. And then the next thing you want to do now is remove your safety pin that you used to pass the elastic into that space. If you've been enjoying the video so far, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Okay, thank you guys so much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to secure my elastic at this edge, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side of this piece of fabric that we are working on. Pass my elastic through, secure it with an office pin, and then yeah, just repeat everything that I did earlier on, and this is what we have here. I already went ahead to do that, and what I'm going to do now is take this fabric to my sewing machine and then secure the elastic inside the fabric, and then once that is done, we'll move on to the next stage in this tutorial. Alright guys, so this is what we have here. My elastic is secured inside my fabric, and now it's time to just join the two sides of the fabric together to give us one single piece of turban, right? I'm going to now go to my sewing machine to do that, and this is what we have here. This is our turban, and we are almost done, guys. The next thing we want to do is create our running stitches. You guys are kind of familiar with this because we did this also in the stretchy fabric version of this turban. You just, create your gathered stitches, and I'm sure you guys already know how to create gathered stitches, but just in case you're new to this whole process and you just like extra details, I decided to just show you guys the process of me achieving my gathered stitches. So yeah, let's just watch me gather this point. Alright guys, so I'm done gathering and I'm just securing my thread right there so I don't lose my gathers. And yeah guys, this is pretty much it. This is my turban. I'm done. All I'm going to do now is just cut off stray pieces of thread here and there. And yeah guys, this is the turban. I'm not going to be wearing this turban on my hair because my hair is a mess right now, and I just like the fact that it's very clean and fresh. So I'm just going to show you guys the turban. You'll probably see me wearing it in subsequent videos on here on my channel. If you enjoyed watching, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Also, I would like to see your recreations, so feel free to tag me in your posts. And yeah guys, I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.